Hello and welcome to the Morning Mug. Today is Wednesday, the 15th of May, 2020. Episode 59 and counting. Once again, it's a day of the random, my random discoveries of the day. And this particular song is going to come back into it in just a little bit. Today, the 13th of May, is International Hummus Day. Hummus is quite delicious. If you have not explored the variety of flavors that hummus can bring, don't be scared. Don't be scared. Try it. It's National Crouton Day. Love croutons. So, crouton, coming from the French word for crust, croûte. I shouldn't make that face. I'm sorry. Croûte. There we go. I love croutons in a good salad. I love putting croutons in soup. But when I was younger, though, I would take the cheddar goldfish, put them in tomato soup, and then I'd say that they were fish swimming in the Red Sea. I guess I was destined to be a social studies teacher. A little geography humor there. Today is also Apple Pie Day. I am not a baker. I can cook well, especially with a recipe. I do good things. Baking, not as much. I don't know if it's because I don't have the attention to detail or because I have very high standards. My grandmother's apple pie, nothing can compare. Nothing can ever compare. Today is National Fruit Cocktail Day. So, some history about fruit cocktail. A staple of American canned goods since the 1940s. Including pears, grapes, peaches, pineapple, syrup, maybe a maraschino cherry or two. The first reporting of this that I could find, 1893, and it was described as fruit salad. Fruit salad. But fruit salad and fruit cocktail are different things. In 1938, the Del Monte fruit cocktail was released. The USDA has stipulations on the percentages of certain types of fruit that are in fruit cocktail. So to be fruit cocktail, between 30 and 50% of diced peaches, 25 to 45% pears, 6 to 16% pineapple, 6 to 20 whole grapes, and few to no cherry halves. So, it gets into why this fruit cocktail thing. What I could find was it was a great way to fruit that wasn't as visually appealing or slightly bruised. Parts of it could still be used because we don't want to be wasteful. We really don't. And in our family, fruit salad is a thing. Not uniformly cut fruit like in a fruit cocktail. There's arguments over the amount of citrus that's in our fruit cocktail. We do put bananas in it, but you don't cut those until right before serving because you don't want them to get brown and smushy. And if you're putting walnuts in your fruit salad, let them soak overnight just to give them a little bit of give. So, Hetrick family, if there's any other commentary you want me to make about our fruit salad, let me know. I'll be sure to do a part 2 of this tomorrow. All right, so today is Frog Jumping Day. So to celebrate frog jumping, please make sure that you're doing it in a safe and nature-friendly way. You could do frog jumps, maybe. You could go on a walk and take a look at a nature preserve somewhere or out and about, see if you can find some frogs. Please don't capture the frogs. Please don't have frog races. Leave them alone. So I'm like, Frog Jumping Day. What? So it connects back to a Mark Twain story, Jim Smiley and his jumping frog. Did you know a group of frogs is an army? Today I learned a group of frogs is an army. Anyway, so I started thinking a little bit about Mark Twain, and this does connect, by the way. My music. This will connect in just a moment. To your daily dose of heck. Anyway, so there's the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor. Past recipients: Tina Fey, Ellen DeGeneres, George Carlin, Will Ferrell, Jay Leno, David Letterman, Carol Burnett. One of the recipients, the 2005 recipient, was Steve Martin. Steve Martin, an amazing comedian and amazing banjo player too. I'm gonna put some of his stuff, especially with the Steep Canyon Rangers, in the playlist. If you haven't listened to it, please do. So, Mark Twain Prize for American Humor awarded to Steve Martin in 2005. Tom Hanks showed up and did all I could find was there were a bunch of people that did little tributes and sketch comedy and that type of thing as part of the award ceremony. I couldn't find any footage of it, so if you find it, let me know. But the relationship between Steve and Tom, they seem to be introducing each other a lot at award ceremonies. So 3 years before the Mark Twain Prize, so we're in 2002, the American Film Institute awards Tom Hanks a Lifetime Achievement Award. Steve Martin did the opening speech. So there's this relationship between these two guys. Yeah, from frog jumping to the American Film Institute, but this is how my brain works. I'm sorry. It's just all sorts of wires that are crisscrossing, but it's kind of fun when your brain goes that way. All right, so back to our intro music. Celebrity birthdays today: Stevie Wonder. I don't want to downplay Stevie Wonder. Gonna put a whole bunch of his music in, and I'm sure I'll be talking about him more if I keep these mugs going, which that's the plan. I want to talk about Bea Arthur. Happy birthday to Bea Arthur. She is no longer with us, but thinking about her and looking at some trivia, realizing how much I have in common with her. She spent 7 years on the Golden Girls. Before that, she was on Broadway. She was on the show Maude, but folks my age know her from the Golden Girls. 7 years on the show, 180 episodes as Dorothy Zbornak. A few things about the Golden Girls. So one of their things is that, not every episode, but regularly, they eat cheesecake. Bea Arthur did not like cheesecake. I'm okay with cheesecake. I don't have to have it. It's not my go-to. My go-to dessert would be something chocolate and peanut butter related, I think. But if it's there, I'll eat it. I'm not going to disrespect you. I'm going to eat the cheesecake. In the kitchen for the Golden Girls, there were 3 chairs. Always 3 chairs, even though 4 main characters. So that was a classic television decision. So nobody's back would be awkwardly to the camera, but think how the writers would have to shift things around just to make it seem natural. At one point, Bea Arthur was in the Women's Reserve of the United States Marine Corps, so she did get honors when she passed away for her military service. She's about 5'10", doesn't have pierced ears. I had pierced ears. I got them pierced freshman year in college at the Piercing Pagoda at the mall. And my ears just reacted to the majority of earrings that I wore. So this side is now closed. This one I'm not sure about. So all the earrings, the big 1980s earrings that Bea Arthur wore, were all clip-ons. Her character was a high school substitute English teacher, American history teacher. She worked for a little while at a museum. She was learning some French. All of these things have connected to me. I worked at a museum. I pretend to be learning French. But one of the most impressive things that I've learned from the Golden Girls, we haven't done this in a little while, it's our word of the day. Our word of the day is lanai. Lanai. It's a noun. Lanai. A veranda or patio with cement floor. So that's like a word that has been brought into, from those who view the show. Oh, we're going to have dinner on the lanai. Makes it sound really fancy. Let me. Lunch or dinner on the lanai. B. Arthur did get an Emmy in 1988 for her role on The Golden Girls, more nominations for Emmys and Golden Globes. And to start to wrap things up, I am going to end with a B. Arthur quote, but we have to do today's mug. So this connects to the fruit cocktail / fruit salad discussion, because in my fruit salad, I like to put blueberries. There's that. I'm reminded of the comedic genius of the woman who sent in this beaut. This is the Montrose Blueberry Festival mug from 2019. This image is sent to us by Jill Davis, famous retired teacher Jill Davis. Did you know that there's a Montrose Blueberry Festival in Michigan as well? No joke. Oh, time, music, stopping. Jill. Did you hear? Hamilton, movie, original cast, live production, film, Disney Plus, July 3rd. Mark your calendar. The Morning Mug does not endorse Disney Plus or any other type of streaming service. We're just trying to make connections to things in your personal life that you care about. Oh my God, Jill, I'm so excited. Anyway, so beautiful mug. And to leave, there is a quote from B. Arthur that I think completely fits my headspace right now. The Morning Mug, the goal of what we're all trying to make it through. I believe that B. Arthur said, I believe that you're here on Earth for a short time, and while you're here, you shouldn't forget it. Make the most of today. Don't put things off to tomorrow if you can get it done today. Try to go to bed each night with a sense of accomplishment. Thank you, B. Yeah, and, talking with my high school friends, Ashley, Kelly, Connie, at one point we said, who's which Golden Girl? Of course I had to be Dorothy. I was the teacher. I was the tall one. I try not to be as sarcastic as Dorothy's character, but sometimes it happens. So, my friends, until tomorrow, behave, be good, be kind, wash your hands, continue to recycle, and have some hummus, some croutons, some apple pie, some fruit cocktail, watch some Golden Girls. If you do those things, it's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. Shout out to those who are taking AP exams this week and next week. Sending you all the positive vibes that I can. Good luck to all of you. So, till tomorrow, be well.